Hello everyone, Quinel here with another run of Brotato, and since we've been doing a decent amount of challenge runs lately, I thought I'd keep up the streak going. This time, trying to see if you'd be able to get through an entire run without re-rolling once. It seems to be a pretty essential part of the game, and to try and get through this, I had a couple options to go through. I was thinking about maybe just going with well-rounded and keeping things as basic as possible, but honestly that seemed kind of boring, so I decided to go with the saver instead. Being able to, even if I don't spend a bunch of materials on the rerolls, still be able to benefit from the bonus damage here and there. Things ended up pretty spicy, but all in all, take a look and enjoy. Thanks a lot. Alrighty, run number, big number. Pistol this time around. We are kind of cycling through different weapons, randoming up here and there to see what we get. Pistol should be fine. We haven't gone a ranged run in a little while, so maybe this will be a nice change of pace. We'll just go flat damage. Double barrel into ooh. We'll go fertilizer. Getting the +8 this early is really nice. I'd prefer to have as many weapons as we can, especially because we're going to be running into a problem really quickly where we just don't get higher tiered items. And any weapons we get, sometimes they're okay and sometimes they're not so okay. There's some weapons that might be able to blend with others, but the fact that we just get a raw percentage damage by playing as the saber makes things okay, but it's a little iffy. More just harvesting. It'll benefit us more in the long run. And attack speed. Pistol, coffee, keep it going. The plank is a potential okay, but I think if I was running from it from the beginning, maybe, but for now we're not going to bother. I'm committed to trying to make ranged work, but again, with how this is and I can't re-roll, I can't be so greedy with my pickups. If I have to blend melee and range together to do something, then so be it. And honestly, it's probably... I don't think I'm going to get the Scobby. Dang it. With this, I really don't want to go 3 engineering, but we'll pick it up. Shredder... I do want the laser gun sucks butts. We'll go gentle alien. Keep going. I really don't want the laser gun, to be honest. Do I? That's never a sentence I've said. I never want that stupid thing. It's just, it's awful. I think, though, I mentioned it before, maybe the only class I think it would be decent on, maybe, is the Buccaneer, which makes it so every weapon is automatically reloads whenever you pick up a material. So it can turn the laser gun, which is high damaging low shots, into like a machine gun. Other than that, it just attacks so slowly, it's just not worth it. We'll go dodge. We do need it. Need some defense, more harvesting. Landmines. Garden or alien tongue? We'll go alien tongue. Yeah. I do like the idea of the garden, but I think being able to pick up the materials, which benefit us a lot more, might be better. Plus the knockback will help. But a constant influx of fruit is in no way, shape, or form a bad thing. Trying to think, does the particle accelerator... I don't remember if that scales with engineering and elemental, or ranged and elemental, or ranged and engineering. I thought there was a ranged and engineering weapon. That's why I decided to grab engineering in the first place. Plus it makes any turrets I pick up not so bad. Problem is the percentage scaling. We'll take that. Just percentage is fine. Oh, I want the armor, but I also really want luck. We'll go luck. Ooh, Rip and Tear is actually so good. We'll take that alongside both of these, actually. Sorry, SMG. Rip and Tear is huge, gigantic pickup. Especially going into Wave 6. It's the first one I've seen through all of these runs, and the fact that we just scale up everything, being able to be ranged and have Rip and Tear scale to do decent damage is really nice. Okay, this shows potential. The damage doesn't need to be great in the sense like the material damage that we're going to get to buff those up is going to be more than enough to deal with hordes. So I just need some piercing now, and as long as a center mob dies, it'll pop and take care of a lot of these guys. Lumberjack is good. Speed. Honestly, I can't afford it. We need to take the tier 3 pistol. We'll take this just to buff Rip and Tear, to be honest. Glass Cannon would have been a consideration, but I think offense over defense might be a thing right now. But yeah, no rerolling and no locking either, so whatever I get is what I get. The whole point of no rerolling, if I'm able to lock items, it kind of half defeats the purpose. Whoa. Makes things... feels like it goes against the merit of the challenge. So we added on this little extra bump because why not? I'm masochistic. I do want that loot gobby. Come on. Come on. Nope, we're not gonna get him. I'd rather live. Oh, actually, we have a few more seconds still. Maybe if we get lucky right here. Hey, there we go. Goat skull, sure. Whetstone, sure. We'll take the 9% dodge. Ooh, oh, I can't afford it. No. Okay, well, I mean, oh no, I do really want that. Oh, why'd it give it to me so early? 365. Can I get 100? That's 30, 40, 50. No. Poop. We will grab the Ghost Scepter and the Jelly. And we'll keep going. It hurts to see that not be able to keep it. Yeah, I don't think the Ghost Scepter is going to be doing too much, but if I get a few bonus healing here and there, or a few bonus health, why not? We'll see what it turns into. I don't see it being incredible, but I'd rather that than not have a 6th weapon, even if it doesn't give me the bonus stats. Better to fill in these gaps, especially because we just don't see stuff. I've gotten into later waves with just like a single tier 3, single tier 2s, and just a bunch of tier 1s. If the game doesn't decide to give me anything, then I can't do much about it. The most I can hope for is owie. Sure. Double sure. Range damage. Lost Duck is decent. Bag is decent. It's so expensive. Nah. 8 health is decent. If that costs, I don't know, 150-ish, maybe? Even that's expensive. I need some piercing. Being able to get that Rip and Tear in the middle of the group is going to be so much better. Just having it right here, you can already see the explosions pop off. It's so useful. It's like having every single weapon be a rocket launcher. Or more so, having the effects of the Shredder. Is it called Shredder? The little pistol explosive. This makes things a little bit more doable, but for now... what could I be hoping for? Slightly more defense. Maybe a bit more... honestly, I just need higher tiered weapons. It seems like a bigger thing at the moment. Feels like we're lacking in that regard. Yeah, we'll take that just for... ooh, thank goodness. That's huge. Oh, that's also good. That's reason I'm liking those, even though it's reducing our health regen with whatever will survive. More luck. And more attack speed. Ooh, a bunch of interesting stuff. Benefits us because the melee damage affects rip and tear, and range damage obviously affects everything we got going on here. Hum. Definitely want triangle. And I'm very tempted to grab the jousting lance. What's doing the worst? You give me 2 max HP. We'll combine these. Grab the jousting lance. Keep going. Do I want extra lifesteal? No. Reason I say no is that because we can't... Well, technically you could argue that the scepter might be able to offset that, maybe, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'd rather just... If I'd be able to re-roll and be able to guarantee some more HP items, maybe, but I don't feel like getting one-shotted. We're not taking that risk. For now, I'm more than happy to get that tier 3 jousting lance. Especially because it'll function similar to the spear, where it's hurt box. Whenever you throw out the spear, it kind of lingers for a while sitting out there. So, because of that, once I'm able to go through these packs, it just kind of drags along a large group of enemies and really benefits me a lot, especially with rip and tear. Padding sounds lovely. Padding is actually as perfect as it could be on this character, to be honest. More range damage. Okay. Really good. So medical gun, 100%, and another rip and tear. We're just going to grab that now. We're not even going to think about that. What do we get rid of? Ghost Scepter gave us 1 more. At this point, it does give me a little bit of health, but its damage is lacking, but not that much. See you later, Shredder. Hello, medical gun. We already have... The Shredder is already the rip and tear, so who cares? We already have its effect by just other things existing, basically. Getting a second rip and tear is disgustingly good, though. I have to double check to see if we're going to be up against bosses or horde waves, but if we're lucky and we get 2 horde waves, I should have paid attention. I wasn't looking. We get 2 horde waves in a row, the rip and tear is going to carry us something fierce. If we're up against a boss in this next wave, it's a little bit spicy. It'll still help, but I would way prefer another horde wave instead, or 2 of them. Yeah, each of those pops is so nice. And honestly, getting the medical gun, I'm a huge fan of the medical gun, especially, probably Doctor's one of my favorite classes to play in the first place. Okay, we gotta move towards the middle to grab these bonus materials. Being able to gain all that bonus healing just by existing is so nice. Oh, look at the pops. I love it. Another treasure map, sure. Recycling machine, yeah, it's great. We're recycling a bunch of things we don't exactly need. I think we go armor here. Oh, that was a horde wave. Whoops, I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, we have another horde wave on 15. Shady potion, definitely. Rest of these, not really. Technically, the Cacti Club could be something, but I think I'm good. Oh, it does do 10 damage a pop. Maybe we do. Okay, see you later, double barrel. Hello, Cacti Club. That might be a mistake, but we'll see. The thing is, it does scale with both, and we're getting the percentage damage, which increases everything. So being able to scale both the range damage and that would be decent. We'll see. That might have been a mistake, but you could argue that each of the spines flying in different directions, if they happen to kill an enemy, each spine has the potential to cause a rip and tear explosion as well. So I'm fine with giving it a shot. I don't see it being incredible, but it's not like the double barrel tier 1 was going to be doing all that much anyway. We do have 2 treasure maps as well, slightly off topic. So So I gotta make sure that taking out every tree and every loot gobby is doubly as important as being able to try and get some bonus items out, especially since we're always lacking. Would be really good. No. 115 off of that is nasty. We'll take 10 more harvesting. A mouse. We will take a mouse. And we will take a leather vest as well. Rest we don't care. Let's go. Alright, this one's actually looking really solid. Who would have thought just 2 rip and tears, one of them starting at wave 6, might make a decent difference. Our single target is meh, but the fact that we're up against 2 horde waves is so nice. Plus the bonus lifesteal, and now even more so... Oh, why'd I run for that line? The bonus healing from the... the bonus lifesteal from the medical gun plus the mouse we just got will make survivability feel a bit better. Unless I just run into a bunch of enemies and decide to commit suicide. I really don't want to win, it looks like. Jeez. Let me try and get that... Yeah, I was going to say, let's get that rip and tear proc in the middle of all that. Come on. There we go. So good. Turret... No, I'd rather the 40 materials. Ew. I guess we're taking a little range damage. Greek fire. I don't think we have any burning whatsoever, unfortunately. The javelin's a kind of fun pickup, though. I think that'll... Actually, what are you doing, Cacti Club? Not much, unsurprisingly. Okay, Ghost Scepter can go. We'll grab a javelin in its place. Greek fire is actually decent, but we don't have any form of burning. Is it decent, though? It seems so mid. We keep going. I could see it being alright, but... meh. For now, getting a tier 3 javelin, well, especially what I was saying before, where we just don't get higher tiered items. What's our luck at? I should double check. I don't think we have crazy amount of luck, but even the smallest amount makes such a huge difference in the long term. Whoop. I do need to be a little careful with all these ranged enemies. You gotta take out these little green buggers as much as humanly possible. Especially as they spawn before they cause many problems. I don't love... I mean, I think standing in the corner at the very least makes dodging them slightly more achievable, as opposed to trying to be in the center and do so. That's my only problem, is we're missing out on materials. Fertilizer's fine. I'm happy with the attack speed, to be honest. Ooh, riposte is dope. We definitely take that. I think we probably take a second medical gun, right? Replace the Cacti Club with it. Yeah. See you later, Cacti Club. Hello, medical gun. And hell no, we never take reduced, we never take minus percentage to enemies. Alright. Second medical gun will help with healing as well. And, do we have piercing? We do, right? Yeah, it'll... The bonus damage going through and activating Rip and Tear is more than great. Significantly more consistent than what the Cacti Club can do. Oh man, this is so much better. So much better. It's kind of, oh man, it's like we're playing the ogre, almost. Just seeing them pop off like that is so nice. Whew. Our single target damage numbers, I don't think are going to be particularly phenomenal. Let's do what we can about grabbing these. Oh, so good. So good. That's huge. Ooh, that's even better. Thank you. Corrupt Shard. Poisonous Tonic, I think we're more than happy with. Reinforced Steel. I'd rather the 121 materials. Take the 12% damage. Ooh. I'll take the attack speed. Plasma Sledge. That's so expensive, but the damage. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna sell off the pistol more than likely, more than anything. And we'll take... I kind of prefer the Javelin. The Plasma Sledge might just be a troll. We'll take it. I don't even think I've ever used the Plasma Sledge, so I couldn't tell you. Javelin did decent damage. I think I'm happy with what we have here. I wouldn't mind upgrading or grabbing another Javelin in its place, but let's go to 16. I might be absolutely trolling for even thinking that long about picking up the Plasma Sledge, but I just don't see enemies really getting that close to me. But maybe I should look at it as a... if they do, they're just going to get blown the hell up. Maybe? It's swung a couple times so far. Maybe it'll help out with single target whenever, if I do happen to need to get close to some of these future bosses or future boss. Because right now, things are getting obliterated by Rip and Tear, is basically what's carrying me something fierce right now. Is me trying to get close, then they're just blowing up in droves. Oh, this feels so much better. Cyber Ball, sure. Max HP, why not? Ooh, Particle Accelerator. Unfortunately, ranged isn't affected, nor melee. Engineering, we have a little bit. I think it'll probably still be significantly better than a pistol, probably. Yeah, it didn't do much of anything. And it pierces through everything. Okay, we'll get rid of the pistol. We'll grab the Particle Accelerator. Honestly, the knife sounds kind of appealing as well, but we'll grab Alien Eyes and we'll go Boss Wave. I think this is probably better because of that reason specifically, where I can stand a little bit further away and it's still going to be doing damage to the boss, which I do value quite a bit. Chill. And if I threw that away randomly, that would have been devastating. Well, this feels nice. Yeah, the Particle Accelerator was an obvious pickup. I would be curious to see what the sledge did to the boss there. Or if it was mainly just the range doing its job. I think this is probably the most I've used there, the sledge, this entire time. I've seen the Particle Accelerator, the accelerator a few times, so it's not that big of a difference, but let's see. Seashell is pretty good. And Mammoth, yeah, we'll take Mammoth. Why not? Lucky Charm, we like Lucky Charms. Eye Surgery, yeah, we'll take the 155. Ooh, okay. Well, everything did decent damage, actually. Except for the Jousting Lance, comparatively. No, we don't care about anything here. Let's go. Unfortunately, not much we can do there. Yeah, the bonus projectiles is basically it already makes the sledge feel even worse, and the Jousting Lance. I think the sledge could still have a place, maybe, but if I can replace it and the sledge, it and the lance for more ranged weapons coming soon, that would probably be better. I wondered if the Alien Eyes split as well. Do they fire up bonus projectiles every 5? I'm trying to pay attention, not that one. Not that one either. Nope, they don't. Well, unless something goes fiercely wrong, I think that we finally got a good enough run. Plus our materials are just out of control. Recycle that. Yeah, we'll take a little bit more dodge. And a bit more on top of that. Forget the ferry, forget... Honestly, all of this is kind of useless. Let's go. No point. If I got the Vigilante ring forever and a half ago, it'd be worthwhile, but at this point, nah, we're good. Come on, Super Sledge. I'm trying to get you close. Do your thing. See these damage numbers go to some worth. So, rip and tear. I'm trying to think of what allowed this to happen, and yeah, the answer's pretty obvious. If I didn't have one rip and tear early, and then the second one just made things ridiculous, it definitely popped things off something fierce. The rest of it is, honestly, the medical guns were really damn useful as well, I'd like to say, just keeping me alive. I think the particle accelerator was nice, but far from necessary. I think if I'd had basically any ranged weapon, it would have been similar in effect. Sure. Sure. Do we have any crit? No. Then sure. More attack speed. Ugly tooth, not necessary. No, all these are unnecessary. Let's go. Wave 20. With a decent number of materials. Hello. I guess your little buddy wanted to run away before we could end things. And there we go. Easy peasy. Not easy peasy. I think I just needed to get very, very, very lucky. My voice isn't completely shot, meaning, you know, I didn't have to do 10,000 different runs to get this going, but in the end, I mean, Plasma Sledge still did its job. I love you, Medical Gun. Always do a good job, and thank you, Rip and Tear, for very clearly carrying me through this. A little bit of riposte too. Regardless, if you guys enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.